Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. So I want to talk about meal for a minute here. I can't believe that I'm gonna be 16 this year. I just can't really believe it. It's going way too fast. A lot of people what was I gonna say? A lot of people are sorry. My 16th birthday, I want everybody to know that it's gonna be crazy. So much is gonna change. And I'm not changing them, but I'm changing now. Because I'm gonna be 16. When school starts back up, for those of you that are in my school, I'm not gonna be very much the same person as I was last year. Because I'm growing up. I'm not gonna make myself look like I just come out of a sane asylum or a psych ward. I definitely, even though I know that people like me, like when I do that, I can't do that no more. I don't got the energy for it. It's just, you get to a certain point in your life where it's like, you know, you're growing up and you gotta get away from that stuff because if I don't get away from it now, I'm never gonna get away from it. So I was gonna also say that excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm so happy today. Just the Holy Spirit is within me. I just can't stop smiling and I can't stop laughing. I mean, I can't. Well, I just can't stop being happy. Is all, you know. A lot of people. You know. I want to tell everybody that I'm officially I'm changing, trying to change. You know, a lot of people tell me, you know, you don't need to change your you know, who you are. Just be who you are. And I tell people I don't want to be who I am because of what somebody wants me to be. I want to be who I am because I want. Sorry, I want to be what Jesus wants me to be. Okay, and that's a lover. That is a forgiver. And that is a person that doesn't act stupid. I mean, I'm turning into a man, and I don't think I gotta act like I just, you know, come from a circus. Um, but here's what's not gonna happen, is that's not gonna end on here, okay? Because this is where my fun and games, I can do my fun and games without being yelled at, without being, you know, all kinds of different things, without being told to stop, okay? This is where I can make funny, you know, things, make my, you know, funniness, and doesn't necessarily have to be out in public, because I don't want people, because, okay, I know this seems fake, but you know, that seems fake for me to act two different ways in person and not in person, and on the. But you guys have a pretty good should have a good understanding of how I am. Normally, because normally I'm not like that, but just very happy most of the time. I get angry, very angry sometimes, you know. So if you guys are wondering if I get angry, oh yeah, I get angry. Oh yep, Well, I was gonna say also that so does God. God gets very angry. You never, sorry. Oh god, wake up. You never Are you okay over there? My dog making all sorts of noises. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, so a lot of things are gonna change about me and stuff like that. And like, I've changed so much about me already, like in the past 2 years. But I feel like there's just more that I gotta like change in order to be, because if I ever want a girlfriend when I'm older, I can't act like that what I'm acting like now, like in person. Well, I did just my personality of who I am, but a lot of people don't like that. So, and which I don't really care. That's not why I'm changing because people don't like it. I'm changing because I want to change, and because I don't want to end up, you know, it's just really hard to explain because I don't want to get too deep into what I'm trying to change, but there's just a lot of things that I need to change in my life before big things like having relationships happen. You know, there's a lot of things I need to change. Um, you know, so and with the grace of God, I can do it. Like with the love of Jesus Christ, I can do anything through Jesus Christ who strengthens me and who loves me. So, yeah. I don't think anybody cares that I'm trying to change, but just wanted to tell you guys that I'm trying to change. And lo and behold, I swear, if my mom pulls something like a big party when I'm 16, where all these people come over, I swear on everything I'm gonna crash out. Because the only thing that I do for my birthday, if anything else, is sit around and do nothing. Okay? Which, you know, I don't think anybody would come to my birthday because it's on Christmas and my family. Now, I do have people come over, or after, like my friends and everything, or I only have one friend that comes over. His name's, you know who that is. He's on this channel all the time. Yeah, you know who that is. But, I only have one really, he's a friend of mine. We've been friends for about 8 years. That's a record, let me tell you. I've never been friends with somebody so long in my life, but, well, I guess, counting Jesus, I guess, I've been friends with Jesus since I learned how to walk and talk, so, but, yeah. Well, Jesus isn't a friend, he's more than that. He's a father, he's my father who arts in heaven. But, yeah, so, yeah, Colin's my friend. We've been friends for 8 years, and just telling you some stories about my past and everything, about things you know, I don't think anybody cares, but that's okay, right? You know? So, yeah. He's always talking about, he's always talking like me. He's always acting like me, kind of, we act similar, but he acts a little bit better than I do when it comes in terms of being in public. Because he doesn't act like he's not he's got Tourette's or Down syndrome. And so, yeah, uh, yeah, which is, normal for him. Because, ew, this stinking ant. Ew. Anyways, sorry about that. Go lay down. Sorry. Blind mutt. Anyways, well, I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. Oh my god. Well, I was gonna say that I gotta get my life together before I have any relationships with anybody. I really do. I gotta get my life together a little bit more. I mean, my life is already kind of, put pieced together because I want a career, which is a good start. Thinking about carpentry and being a minister, or being a carpenter and a minister, and um, you know, maybe even being something medical or something. I don't know. In the medical field, something in the medical field if that doesn't work out, but it's I don't really want to do anything in the medical field though. That's boring. I want to do something that I personally want to do, not something that somebody else wants me to do. That's another thing, is I've never been controlled on what I'm going to do and not do when I get older. And I'm still not going to. If I have a relationship where I'm being controlled on what I do, or what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do for a job, well, let's just say this. I've been in, I'm my fan, you know, I've been around a lot of people, like a lot of controlling people. And, well, my mom and dad ain't controlling, but actually, no, now that I think about it, my life hasn't really ever been controlled by anybody. I've had my own thing, so. Oh, yeah. Um, so I'm gonna try to change, the way that I think, too. I'm gonna try to change my videos. Try to make my videos funnier, but Huh! Did I scare you? I hope so. Anyways, yeah, I normally don't like talking about, relationships and stuff like that on here, but, to be honest, I gotta get my life together a little bit. Because, you know, well, my life is fine. I respect women. I don't disrespect them. I disrespect the people that do disrespect women. Or, I mean, I don't disrespect them, I do, God, why can't I speak? I, come on it. Why can't I speak? Okay, whatever, you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I don't like, well, the thing of it is I don't like men that can't treat women right. And if they hit them, if they treat them wrong, they shouldn't have them. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I gotta say. Because a man that hits a woman, he's not a man. Let me tell you, he's not a man. A man that's willing to actually physically hurt a woman with his own bare fist is not a man. Not a man at all. You know, God, you know, and the Bible doesn't always not just say not to hit women. The law should be to not hit anybody, because that's what it says in the Bible. The law should be that it's illegal to hit anybody for anything, because hitting is not right on any levels. So, yeah, which I would never have the heart to hit anybody, let alone a woman. There's no way. There's no way I could ever do that. Just got too much of a heart to hit anybody, really. Because when I was in school last year, I was being bullied by a lot of them were my cousins too, and oh, you know, there was the one time where they did something to my belongings with a fruit, and you know, every temptation in my mind was to say, beat the ever-loving crap out of every one of them. Every temptation in my body was telling me to beat the crap out of them. But there was another temptation that came into my mind that was stronger than all of those and said, turn and walk away. And I did. And that's because of Jesus Christ. That's because of Jesus. That's because of Jesus! Well, that's going to be the end of it, folks. I know I'm boring you, but, you know, just to tell you a little bit about me and tell you a little bit. Yeah, so I'm not, you know, a lot of people think I'm fake, too. And I tell people, you know, if I'm fake, then I would have being nice on here and then being evil outside of my videos would be fake. Or being evil outside of my videos and then being all nice and good on my, you know, on my videos, that's fake. I'm like this outside of my videos as well. There's other people that experience that. Well, and I can also get mean too with people that get mean with me. I get mean with them. Yeah. I'm a Christian, but I'm not gonna let people push me around and push me down and stop me to the ground. No. Yeah. So I'll talk about some other things in other videos, but you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Or whatever. Merry Christmas.